Hello, military friends and families, and this is From the Front Lines. And today we're talking about a battle that doesn't involve an invisible enemy. We're talking about gambling in the military, not as a casual pastime, not as a weekend distraction, but as a documented threat to our forces' readiness and stability. According to the Government Accountability Office, service members are twice as likely as their civilian counterparts to experience a gambling problem. Data shows that roughly 56,000 active duty service members meet the clinical criteria for a gambling disorder. That is not a small sample size. That is an entire division of our military facing a financial and behavioral health crisis. Why the military? Well, I'll tell you why. Because our environment is a perfect incubator for risks. We recruit for risk taking, we train for high stress, and for many, gambling becomes a non-clinical escape from the pressure. It's an attempt to win in a life where so much deployments, moves, and mission is out of our control. The infrastructure is already there. On overseas bases alone, there are more than 3,000 slot machines. In 2024, those slot machines brought in over $91 million. Domestically, the rise of online sports betting and app-based wagering has brought the casino directly into the barracks. It is accessibility, it is silent, and it is incredibly easy to hide. But the gap between the struggle and the help is staggering. In fiscal year 2024, which is the same year they talked about, $91 million, in that same year, only 185 service members received a clinical diagnosis for a gambling disorder. Compare that to the 56,000 estimated to have the condition. The fear of being found out keeps the service member in the shadows. They fear for their security clearance. They fear for their career. So they stay quiet until they reach a breaking point. That breaking point is severe. Nearly 40% of veterans who seek treatment for a gambling addiction report having attempted suicide. The rate is as much as 15 times higher than those without the condition. That is not a bad habit. It is a behavioral health condition rooted in brain science, and it is destroying our families. Families are the first to feel the impact. When income disappears into a digital wallet, rent doesn't get paid, stability doesn't just crack, it shatters. But because gambling has no smell on the breath or slurred speech, families often don't know, they're in crisis until the bank account is empty. The mission is changing. As of early 2025, the Department of Defense has updated its instructions to include gambling disorder in its substance use policies. That is big, isn't it? And screenings are becoming mandatory during annual health exams. But the real change happens at the peer level. If you're a veteran or a family member seeing the pattern, reach out. Connect with a local Dwyer chapter for non-clinical support. Connect with the Veteran Service Agency in your community to help guide the veteran to benefits or any service connections. Help them connect with the VA, connect them with professionals that's out there that's there to assist them. We know suicide and mental health is definitely a factor in this, as well as it affects the families. So reach out to a program, organizations, or just community members that could provide the necessary support. And we look forward to connect with you, talking to you, and helping to at least build a bridge that is strong enough to carry the weight of this struggle. Take care, everybody, and thank you for watching.